Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, we had a little calmer and more stable type of weather. We had a little bit of wind around the area, but definitely the more stable weather helped with the bite, and the bite definitely has gotten better, especially for the walleyes. The perch bite hasn't really improved much. A lot of the lakes have turned over and they kind of muddied up a little bit, and that definitely affected the bite. But the good thing is the bite couldn't have gotten much worse. It definitely improved over the past week. A lot of nice fish being caught, nice walleyes being caught around the area. As far as the northeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes this past week include Bitter. That lake is really starting to produce some really nice fish. Opitz, Dry Lake by Clark, also Waubay. That lake slowed quite a bit. It's gotten a lot dirtier, and I think it turned over. That bite has been impacted. Other lakes include North and South Rush, Hazelton, Drywood continues to have a bite there. Big Stone, some nice big fish being caught there. Also Goose, and then Midland. Down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes included Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Sinai, which has been a sleeper to say the least. Also Thompson, Ponset, a few being caught there. Madison, some nice walleyes being caught there, as well as Henry, 81 Ponds, Brant, we haven't talked about Brant in a while, and then also Vermilion and Twin. And Twin, a lot of nice walleyes have been caught there, anywhere from 18 to 24, nothing big enough to keep, but if you're looking for some fun, I definitely hit Twin. Now, what are people doing to catch the walleyes? And before I get into that, Missouri River is doing quite well, especially north of here. Oahe's really producing some really nice walleyes, but the bite is getting better further to the south as well. And all people are doing out there to catch those walleyes right now, pulling a lot of reapers. The Walleye Nation Creation reapers have been really producing fish in 10-plus range. So, again, keep that in mind this next week. Other presentations that have been working well in the eastern lakes, a lot of jigs and minnows have been doing well. Jigs and swim baits, if you're looking for those bigger fish, they're looking for those larger profile baits, so I'd definitely be looking towards that. Then some people are trolling crankbaits. The Salmo Hornets continue to do well, looking for those active fish. And as I mentioned, the Walleye Nation Creation reapers have been doing really well on Oahe. Down, as far as the perch bite is concerned around the area, again, like I said, the weather definitely has affected that, and the lakes turning over. Hopefully here sometime soon we'll have a little bit of let's say a South Dakota gold bite, but we're still hopeful. The lakes that produced perch this past week include Big Stone, and that bite has picked up, especially for nicer fish than what we've been seeing. Other lakes include Waubay, Bitter, Dry Lake by Clark, as well as Willow Lake, and then also Thompson, Ponset, a few being caught at Whitewood, Madison, and then also Brant. What have you guys been doing? A lot of slip bobber fishing going on for the perch, and also the bluegill. And then underneath that, just using some tungsten jigs like you use for ice fishing. Other people that are jigging for them are using drop chain lures like the Pilkey or the Haley. Other people are using a little bit more of a flutter spoon presentation like you see behind me. The VMC Tingler and Tumblers have been working really well with just a minnow head on the hook. But if you're looking for minnows, obviously we have them. Also waxworms and maggots we also have on hand here at the store. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to continue talking about the Ice Institute because it's about 3 weeks away, and it continues to grow, folks. If you're not going to be at the Institute, you're going to be missing out. November 10th through the 12th at the Sioux Falls Arena Convention Center. It is the fastest growing ice fishing show in the nation. And we have vendors here that you're not going to find anyplace else, and prices that you're not going to find anyplace else as well. Some of these vendors, we take pride of these new vendors that are here at the Institute. They're going to showcase their goods that you may never, ever see at any other show. And some of those new vendors include, we have over 30 of them right now this year, and that list continues to grow. Some of them include Frostbite. You know, a lot of you have been asking for the dinner bell. Well, here's your opportunity. Frostbite Jigs is going to be at the Institute November 10th to the 12th. Other vendors include, and these are new vendors now, 59 Power Sports, Baitload, Billy Rub, Blackwoods Blizzard Tour, Bubba, Catch and Cook. Jay Siemens won't be there, but his product will be. Deep Freeze, Go-Kart Masters, Heartland Signature Meats, Hooked Fishing Magazine, Jig Mania, K&J Jigs, Let Freedom Ride 605, and the list continues to grow. Immaculate Tackle, Nesco with their line of fryers and food vacuum sealers. Also Nomad UTV toppers, Papa Seasonings, Qualm Guide Service, Sportsman's Connection with their lineup of maps. Also Summit Fishing. Again, you guys have been asking for them. They're here this year. Summit Fishing Equipment will be on hand. Twisted Bee Snacks. Also Universal Sports Auction. If you're into auction, sports memorabilia, they'll be there. Also, and finally, Big Deck Barbecue. They've never been there before. So again, over 30 new vendors at this year's show, and that list continues to grow. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out as well. Make sure you're at the Sioux Falls Arena Convention Center, November 10th through the 12th. $7 to get in the door, and you're going to have a lot of fun, folks, to see all the latest and greatest in the ice fishing industry at prices that are going to blow your mind. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, all you have to do is send it to me. Send it to Todd at DakotaAngler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And, folks, as you can see behind me, we are continuing to make the transition to ice season, even though it doesn't feel like it. It's starting to feel like it, though, this week. And we're getting prepared for the ice show, as you can tell, as well. But if you're looking for anything open water, you can still come on here near the store, or you can also order it from us online at DakotaAngler.com. And if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week, folks. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, and always stay safe.